Hey guys, so today I am really excited to do a hair tutorial, which I have not done in a long time. But today I'm going to show you how I get these kind of like, it looks a little piecier than how I typically do my hair. It's a little on the curly, wavy, kind of like that effortless, like wavy looking look that you see a lot on hair that's kind of like shorter or medium length. And I don't really like the whole crispy wavy look. I kind of embraced that a little bit when I first got it cut this short when it was dark. But I kind of like it a little more on the softer curl wavy side. This is how I do it. This is how I think it works for me. And I really love it. I went to my hairstylist when she colored it and trimmed it last time, and she did a really kind of wavy look that was similar to this, and she gave me a lot of tips on how to kind of get it to look like that rather than it just turning into curls, which is what usually happens with me. So I tweaked a few little things. I changed a couple of things that I do, and yeah, I'm gonna share those with you. And also I did put my hairstylist information below because you guys ask about her a lot. So I really do like it. Everything that I use will be linked below. I'm gonna kind of go through everything that I use on my hair and not leave anything out since I don't really do a lot of hair videos. I'll show you everything that I use. Everything will be linked when I'm wearing it. I don't want to get into all that because we can just, you know, jump right into the tutorial. But also, I do have a tutorial on the makeup if you're curious about that, and I will link to that below as well. So I hope that you guys enjoy the video, and if you want to see exactly how I did this, then keep watching. So I thought about like taking my hair down and starting to like prep it without you. But then I thought, no, I'm just gonna do it like I would, and I'm just gonna turn on the camera and go. So we got the thing heating up. What is this? The curling iron. I would say this is like a 3/4 curling iron. I will measure and put it exactly below and link to it. I have it up on almost to the highest setting just to make myself feel better. I'll tell you why as we go. So yeah, this is second day hair. You guys, like, I love these. These are the only little hair things I use. My hair breaks really easily. And I've just only used these little types for years. You don't have to buy fancy ones, although fancy ones are nice too. Some people charge an arm and a leg for these, but I just get the little goodie ones from Target and they're good. They twist just the right amount of times. Don't you hate it when you get a hair thing and it will not go around the right amount of times? Those go around the right amount of times for my hair because, you know, everybody's different. So, gotta get psyched up for this. Okay, so all I've done to my hair so far, when I washed it, I used these shampoos and conditioners. The Arnco Sunset Boulevard Blonde Shampoo and Conditioner. And I'm all about some cheap shampoo, but those really do work. This is the styling treatment that I use. It's the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day 5-in-1 styling treatment. I could go on and on about this, but it's really good stuff. It just kind of gives you a little bit of something, you know, but it doesn't make your hair feel like sticky or gross like some blowout balms can, but it doesn't weigh it down. It volumizes it. See, it looks good. I hate to almost curl it, but I will. I'll take this bracelet off. I want to get spray all over it. Okay, so on second day hair, or whatever day hair, this is what I would do. Take my Elizabeth and James Nirvana dry shampoo, shake it really well, which it's almost out again. And I think this next time I'll purchase the black. I really don't have a scent preference. I love their Nirvana white and black. And you'd think like how stupid, a dry shampoo that's like a part of a fragrance brand, you know, how would that work? It literally works better than any dry shampoo I've ever tried from the drugstore, from expensive brands. I have tried so many dry shampoos, and I didn't really have a lot of oil, but you can have like the nastiest hair and use that and it looks so good. Okay, so the key with me to curling hair is getting my hair kind of gritty but still looking pretty, you know. So I use the Elizabeth and James Nirvana in the roots. And even if I'm not curling my hair, this is what I like to do. But especially if I'm curling my hair, I use the Orbe Dry Texturizing Spray. This is not a dry shampoo. It just gives you texture. And I put that in the lengths, and I am literally like, I need to like friggin' crack a window in here. Oh, I think I will. Okay, so then that just gives like the lengths of your hair some nice, you know, feel, because you don't want to put dry shampoo through the lengths of your hair because that can get kind of thick and weird. But you don't want to use this as dry shampoo, A, because it's freaking like it costs like it's gold or something, it's expensive. But it's not going to soak up any oil, so don't even waste your time with that. That is really just a texturizing spray. So right when I like am doing first day hair, if I dry my hair in the morning, I'll use this right away and it gives it that like look. Okay, so I know this is just prep, but it's part of it. It's got to be done. I got to tell you what I'm doing. So, what am I going to do? Am I going to pin it up? I'm just going to pin it a little because I think it's just easier for me to manage. So when you're doing it yourself, it's a good idea. If you're doing hair on someone else, you don't necessarily have to do this because you can like see all of the little pieces that you're getting. But if you're doing it on your own, it's good to kind of pin it up. All right, so then I swear by this. It's the Paul Mitchell Hot Off the Press. Rather than using like a hairspray on each piece, which that kind of gets gross for me, I use this and it works really well. So I use my little curling iron and clip it kind of near the top, and then I leave out a big piece at the bottom. This will be easier when I get to the front. So I'm gonna do a couple pieces and then I'll show you what I really do when I get to the front. Just kidding, I'm gonna tell you now. So I am alternating the directions. Almost didn't. Alternating the directions. Usually don't do that, but I think it really helps with the waviness. That's how my hairstylist did it when she did it. And obviously she knows what she's doing, but it keeps them looking separate, which when you're doing like those beachy waves, that's what makes it look more like beachy, is if the pieces can, what am I trying to say? Look like they're separate rather than going all together like if you've done like a pretty curled look, you know what I mean? Okay, so see how hot it is? So yeah, I did turn it up a little higher than normal. I'll split this into two pieces. I did turn it up a little higher than normal just so that it'll really get, you know, get a good curl rather, I might have not left out enough there. So it'll get a good curl rather than like, you know, just having to hold it on longer at a lower temperature that's still really hot. I'd rather just get it really hot and hold it on for less time. I don't think I left enough hair out of that one either. Oh, this is gonna be curly, I can feel it. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. All right, so I'm starting the back, or the top from the back, and I'm just doing the same thing as I did on the bottom. And just alternating, so it's basically the same type of curl that I do in any curling tutorial, like clamp near the top. And there have been times when I like rolled it up from the bottom, and that works too, but that gives you like a curlier look, you know? I don't know. Most of the time this is just what I do though. It gives you a little more like curve at the top and the middle, which gives you a little more volume. The other way kind of just works if your hair is really long. Did I alternate that? No, I didn't. Okay, whatever. Not a huge deal, but just kind of alternate them, kind of. And then leave out the hair at the bottom, and that's gonna make the wave. And I think too, when you have hair that's a little shorter like mine, it is kind of a more flattering look when you leave out a little bit of hair at the bottom. And you can do like, sometimes you can leave out more than other times. Or you can kind of alternate and leave like more out on some pieces. That's kind of fun. But you see how it gives kind of like, gives you a little more length. It makes it look a little choppier. And it's a little more of a messy, like, kind of like effortless look. The vitamin water like did something to me. And then, I didn't alternate that one either. But I guess that works out because I like to do the last piece away from my face. So I really hope this looks more wavy than usual. It's looking kind of curly, but I think I'm going to style it. I know what I'm going to do when I style it. I'm not going to brush it out so much. But this is looking pretty. And And then when I do my hair like this, it's nice because you can usually get away with keeping it like this for a couple days, which I like doing normally when my hair is like first day hair, but it does so much better and curls so much better when you do it with second day hair. See, that looks pretty. I like it already. And then do this last part up here the same way. Did I show myself taking the other piece down? I don't think I did. So you just brush it out. You can spray like the whole part of your hair, like the whole deal. But I think that for me, like my hair is very fine. It's hard to hold a curl. It's just easier if I spray each piece, or not easier, but it's a, it gives me a better result, especially if I'm going to spend the time to do this. You know, you might as well just do what works. And if you don't have this product, like I said, you can certainly use a hairspray, and that works really well too. But I think sometimes I like mine. I don't know. This stuff just works better for me. I feel like it holds the curl better. It's a thermal protection spray. It's like a hairspray. Like it gives it that kind of, not crunchy feel, but a little bit. Did that piece just do weird? No. Okay, I'll do 2 pieces at the front. I feel like this room is gonna be coated in hairspray. I never do my hair in here. So I hate spraying all this stuff in here, but it's hard to set my camera up in the bathroom and like get it looking nice, you know? Okay, so we are almost done. And see, I think I'm getting a better result too. Another difference than what I usually do is I used a smaller, why can't I think of this word? Curling iron. I swear, I'm like brain dead today. A smaller, just give me a second. A smaller curling iron. I swear, I think smaller curling irons work better when your hair is long, when your hair is short. I'm just gonna always use a short curling iron. That piece looks, well, that looks pretty good. It's not so like, I was gonna say it could be a little more curled, but I can always go back and do it. So, big deal. What you wanna do, for me at least, I always find gives me a much better result is if I let it cool for a minute. Just touch up your makeup, do something, do your makeup. I used to do that. I would curl my hair first, and then, I'm plugging this, and then I would, you know, then I would come back and style it. So let it cool down. I think that's really important. You can take on the cool shot, like with a diffuser, and do it. That's what, did Rhonda do that? Yeah, that's a good thing too if you don't have time, you know, if you're just trying to get out the door and you're doing your hair last, which I like to do too sometimes. Just put the diffuser on, put the cool shot on, or if you don't have a diffuser, which I don't think my hair dryer does, I do my hair like this, and then I put the cool shot and just kind of do it through my, you know, because this is a messy look. You don't have, doesn't have to be perfect. So that works too. Put your head in the freezer. So many options. If it's cold out, you know, just walk outside. When I do curls, I take a paddle brush. You like this? It's a super like cheapo fab Conair that I really like. It's like iridescent and pretty. I just don't think you need to spend a lot on my paddle brush. I think I told you guys it like went missing. But if I'm doing like curls, then I'll brush them out and then they'll get soft and fluffy. But if you're doing a look like this where you want it to be a little bit more wavy, a little bit more of like a beachy, like, you know, like summery, kind of effortless, then don't brush it. Just kind of go through with your hands, separate some pieces. The pieces that are going opposite directions, you can kind of see how you might like take them apart and then kind of, I'll show you. So like this one, so it doesn't look like so ribbony. Kind of take it apart and like weave it in with one that's going the opposite direction, and just kind of, you know, that. And this one's kind of curly. This one looks kind of ribbony, so you can kind of separate it. See, really pretty. So a very, I think, effortless looking hairstyle. I'm glad it worked out. I think that's the trick, is you can get such a different look with just a few simple small tweaks, and The key here is a smaller curling iron. You could do a larger curling iron if your hair is really prone to hold curl. I know if I ever use one, I really have to turn it up high, which I did with that one too. But, you know, especially if your hair is shorter, you're gonna have less curl, you know, because it's larger. I just think this works better. Leave the hair out at the end. As you can see, all these areas that look where it's a little longer, almost knocked down my leg, makes it look a little more like choppy. And then I do like to spray mine. You can keep it kind of looking soft, but the hairspray that you use is key too. I like it to be something that kind of controls it and keeps all these little pieces smooth, but that doesn't make it super stiff, so that you can still kind of move it around if you want. Oh, hi. Okay. That'll fall. I swear, I've tried so many hairsprays. This, literally, just go to the freaking drugstore, go to Target and get this. It's the Tresemme Tray 2. Like, seriously, it's so, so good. Okay, so it's super fluff, but it's gonna kind of, it'll calm down a little. But that's that. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you've got hair my length, if you've got longer hair, it's, you know, pretty much the same. But I think that is really cute on shorter or medium length hair. So if you guys were wondering how I do that, that's how I do it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will link everything below, including the things that I'm wearing and all that. And if you're curious about my makeup, I do have a makeup tutorial that I filmed right before this that I posted before this as well. So I will link to that below too. So thank you guys so much as always for spending the time with me today. Blah, blah. Oh my God. I hope that you loved it. Thank you so much for everything, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye.